Temperatures began going down today in the eastern half of the country, dropping from last week's record triple digits and easing a heat wave blamed for at least 34 deaths. Power suppliers are also breathing easier. The nation's two biggest grids, serving 100 million consumers in the Midwest and Mid-Atlantic states, broke peak usage records last Thursday. Number one PMJ said demand was 10% higher than the average for July. And with demand only growing, going nuclear is getting another look, as we hear from Whit Johnson.
With U.S. energy demand expected to increase by 21% in the next 2 decades, nuclear power has been staging a quiet comeback.
We've got to recognize that nuclear power, if it's safe, can make a significant contribution.
President Obama has called for billions in loan guarantees to build new nuclear reactors. But past disasters like Fukushima, Japan, 3 Mile Island, and Chernobyl have made Americans fearful of nuclear energy. Not one plant has gone online in the U.S. since 1996.
That's basically a representation of the core.
But that's about to change. Westinghouse CEO Eris Kandris showed us the high-tech simulated control room for the AP1000.
The U.S. fleet right now is about twice as safe as required by law. The AP1000 is 100 times safer.
That claim will be put to the test when the very first goes online in China in 2 years. Then, by 2016 in Vogel, Georgia, 2 AP1000 reactors are scheduled to begin operation. The design uses 2 forces of nature, gravity and convection. In an emergency, a giant tank above the reactor is supposed to slowly release water. The water heats up, rises, collects as condensation, and then falls back down. Westinghouse says this repeating cycle would allow operators like those in Japan who work through life-threatening conditions to stay out of the plant and out of danger for 3 days. Critics aren't buying it.
No nuclear power plant is walk-away safe, and I think it's really deceptive to try to paint any technology in that light. And these plants have not been operated yet. These calculations are based on paper studies.
Still, construction on new plants in the U.S. is moving forward. The next disaster may be impossible to predict, but we know the cost of miscalculation. Whit Johnson, CBS News, Washington.